Hey, it's Bill DeWeese from VoiceOverRevolution.com. And today I want to begin the first of a three-part series dealing with an issue that almost every aspiring voice talent and even experienced voiceover talent struggle with. And that is going from announcer to more relatable, personable, conversational guy, girl next door, friendly type style. That's very broad, I know, but the general idea is going from the more slick presentational to the more genuine, transparent, authentic, relatable voice. And it's something that everybody, whether they're brand new or have done it for a long time, have to deal with to some extent. And the trend is more and more clients are continue to look for the more genuine voice. And there's a much greater market for that than there is for the slick professional. So let's talk about that. Again, this is installment one, and it comes as a most pressing problem from Ryan. Ryan sent me an email and let me know that for the past 7 years, he's been working in doing presentational work within the corporate environment. And when he gets behind the mic to do voiceover work, he finds that that more presentational style, announcer style, slips into his work. So what can he do about it? Well, there are three issues that really have to be addressed. And they are, first of all, tension, T, and then P, which is projection, and then C, control. So TPC, tension, projection, and control. Today we're going to focus on tension. What happens as a human reflex to getting behind a microphone or working with a script? And I say this after working with hundreds of voiceover talent. The immediate reaction is physical, which results from a mental mindset. We tend to go into, we know that somebody's listening, or we know that somebody's going to be listening and judging our work. And we know that we want it to sound good and to be acceptable and hopefully win the audition or get the result that we want. So the first response physically is typically tension. So what happens, and not because we're trying to or even thinking about it, but our body tenses for the performance. So become aware of your body when you begin to record, because with very rare exception, what I observe when working with a talent is there's a tension that happens, and the end result of that is that the voice tends to pitch up. So we may be having a conversation, and let's say I'm talking with Susan, and Susan and I are having a conversation. I say, Susan, why don't you go ahead and just read this commercial for me? And we go, and she'll go from this type of conversational, we're just talking where she's not thinking about how she sounds, to when she gets the script, all of a sudden now the voice is up here. And now it's in presentational mode, because as she begins to think these thoughts of, okay, I want to make sure this sounds good. I want to make sure this is clear and I enunciate, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Tension comes in, the muscles tighten and constrict, and the voice pitches up. That's the first thing that happens. And I have rarely worked with a student where that didn't happen. And frankly, I have to watch it with myself. And usually it takes me a read or two or three working through a script to where I begin to relax back down into my conversational self. So self-awareness is critical, and understand that your first reaction to a script in recording is going to be tension. Feel the body tense, listen to how your voice pitches up. As you become aware of that, then you can begin to take a deep breath and relax. Allow the shoulders to come down. Allow the chest to relax. Allow your throat to relax. When we have conversation with a friend, with a neighbor, we're not thinking about how we sound. Therefore, there is a relaxed nature in how we communicate. When we read a script, however, and we know we're being judged, and we all are, we know that, there is an automatic tension that comes into play. So tension is your first enemy and is the first thing that has to be addressed. So your homework between now and the next video, in which we'll address number 2 of the 3 issues, is to become aware of the tension and listen in your recordings how your voice may go from this to this, where it pitches up a quarter or half an octave. And then that's when I always call that presentational mode. You've gone into presentational mode. So become conscious of it, hear it, be aware of it, and begin to relax. That is the first step from going from announcer to going to the genuine, authentic you that is going to get you more work and more income as a voice talent. Thanks for checking out the video. Keep watching because my second installment on this three-part series is coming very soon to help you go from presenter, announcer, which by the way is a commodity, to being the genuine you, which is highly desired and sought after and more highly paid. Thanks for checking out the video. Like it, share it, subscribe. Talk to you soon.